Hi, and welcome to Healing Design for August 2018. And Healing Design is where we talk about the energies and what's happening on the planet and inside our bodies. And so I'm Carolee Schloth, and I'm excited that we're all together here. So let's breathe. Let's just breathe and center ourselves, dropping our consciousness into our hearts, knowing who we are, and connecting with each other. And so welcome. The big energy that has been going on has been speed, and I'm sure a lot of you have been feeling it. Over these past few months, we've had so much intense energy coming through our galactic core, down through the solar energies, down into Earth, into our bodies, and it has been fast. And we have been trying to integrate this energy and catch up with everything. And I'm sure you have felt it. Well, now we're going to get a little respite this month, just a little, but it's going to help us. It's really going to help us be able to integrate this energy. And so if you have been doing your work, and what I mean by that, taking care of yourself and really grounding and connecting to Earth, feeling your emotions and so forth, you have been catching up. It's all about taking time for yourself. And so August is really a time for a whole new energy that's coming in. And this energy is going to be with us until the end of 2018. So we came out of this tense, intense energy that had a lot of conflict in it, and we could see it all around our planet. And now that is beginning to soothe out a little bit as the 3D energy is really separating from the 5D energy. We talked about last month how you were going to be seeing energies that were reversing. So if you were fast, you were becoming slow, slow becoming fast, and so forth. If you were able to manifest, it was being harder. If you weren't a manifestor, it was being easier. It was all just about balance. And we are coming into that energy. And all the experiences that you've been having have been teaching you some things about yourself. And now all of this is going to be integrating this month. It's a very powerful month for integrating and catching up. Right in the beginning of this month, which is this week that's been happening, the energy that's coming up, the emotion that many are feeling is anger. Okay, and anger is close to grief. And when we have these intense energies, we have stuffed them down. So this is the time to really get still and let the emotion come out. And what you do is you feel it within your body. I catch myself clenching when I don't want to feel the emotion. And I go, oh, I'm clenching and not feeling. That's how it stuffs. So then I stop and I feel it. And it's funny because you'll feel it in different parts of your body. And you just go with the feelings in your body, feeling it, saying, oh, this is what it is. And then it releases. It's very fast. It's very interesting. But it's about being aware, taking that time and being aware. And so August gives us this small break from that roller coaster energy that we've been happening. But the themes here in August are action, alignment, and awareness. So when you use this energy this month to explore the new potentials that you open with July's eclipses. So we set these intentions and we're now ready, okay? So we're aligning with those energies. We're being aware of ourselves and the reality around us. And we're going to take action this month where it's necessary. So we still have a heavy energy activity and we still have one more eclipse going on, which we'll talk about later. But overall, this is a month to really consider implementing any changes that you have been thinking about and taking the first steps toward them. So if you have been thinking, I'm going to go teach a class, it's time to take the steps. You are going to write a book, maybe time to take the steps. You're going to meet new people, it's time to take the steps. You have been setting the energy, now it's time to watch for the clues and begin the action. So we are creating new 5D timelines. Okay, so these new timelines are acting as 3D disruptors and they're separating us from the 3D density. And this is all part of the opportunity to choose which energy path we are going to take. So the energy path we're going to take is how are we aligning ourselves with the energies? Are we going crazy and being all scatterbrained and talking about all that's happening out there in the media, or are we centering ourselves? Are we being aware of ourselves? Are we connecting to the planet? So what's happening right now is that the sensitives, the empaths, are really beginning to know their power in the world. Something big's happening out there. People are dividing. They're going to go with opening and loving the world and moving into community, or withdrawing. And so it is truly our time now to release all the programming that we had about being afraid of our gifts and not bringing them out to the world because we would be harmed. That is over. We will not be harmed. Yes, others might reject us, and that's because where they are in their consciousness can't take what it is that you want to talk about, but that's okay. We will not be harmed physically. And we can work through that rejection knowing that it is really not rejection of us, it is rejection of change and expansion, and it is where the other person is. So this is time for you to really begin to know your power, to really connect, and it's going to be easier to be bolder and to be listening and knowing when to speak. Your language of emotion is going to really be more understood, and it is needed at this time. We're going to really be identifying with our intuition. We're going to be, those that are already there know what that's like, but many of you are moving into really understanding how to communicate with others from your heart and listening to your higher self. And as you do that, so many others will be seeking you out. They will want to be near you. They will want to hear what you are saying. And this is a relief because it's letting you know that your communication power is important and that you are an intuitive leader and your conversations are going to reflect that. And when you get the no from others and they don't want to hear from you, that's okay because it is their interpretation of your words and actions and it goes with their belief systems. And when they don't mesh, they may attack you by saying what you're saying isn't right. And you may feel some weird things. I've had this a couple times in this past month. And I just say to myself, well, that's where they are. There's an energy that was rising up in me where I want to prove them wrong, that I'm right. So I just had to go and look at that mirror and heal myself because everybody is right in exactly where they are. So it's all okay. It's all okay. And we just let it go and we move on. And we keep holding the new 5D energies because that's the timeline of the new earth. And we know that these 3D energies are leaving. And all of that is wonderful. They can no longer, in these powerful energies that are here right now, coexist. In August, we're really separating out that 3D energy. These greater light beacons and the examples of light that are all coming in are going to feel wonderful for us. It's going to feel joy and fulfillment, and we're going to be ecstatic at times. But sometimes in that energy, we might not, as those that are around us, if they're not using the tools that we shared with them or that they know on their own, and we feel that we have to take care of them and make them okay, that's us giving our power away. And we cannot be fulfilled when we're trying to live in someone else's comfort zone. So this is a big lesson this month. I was traveling for weeks, and when I got home, my husband missed me and he wanted my attention and he wanted me to start doing all kinds of things with him. And I had my own agenda, which didn't mean that I wasn't going to do some things with him, but it was like, wow. And perhaps the old me would have tried to accommodate his needs, and I didn't. I stood there and said, you need to take care of yourself. You know, I'm here to be your friend and your wife, and I'll do some things, but you need to take care of yourself. And so that's the lesson here, that everyone needs to take care of themselves and do what they need to do to feel okay. It's not anyone else's job. And so more and more energies opening to us, and you're going to start seeing a lot of really fun and intense emotional intuitive conversations if you get yourself out there. If you shut down and stay in your home and you're not out and about with others, remember this is the energy of community, you won't see it as much. So follow your guidance, stay in when you need to be away from others to clear and ground, and then make sure that you're out there, you're out there connecting with others. If you were struggling with the July eclipses, it's okay. We have one more coming up. This is on August 11th. It is Aquarian eclipse, expressing 5D energy of Aquarius, which is a theme of community, cooperation, and connection. We really are coming together as a collective family of humanity. And as we focus on the kind of world we want, that's what we're manifesting. And everyone wants the same basic things. We want a good life, raise our children to be happy, live in peace. And this new 5D, it's also a Leo, the month of August, Aquarius theme. Leo's the leader, and Aquarius is community. It's no longer a passing thought. It's really a global demand that's being shared and promoted. You can see this through all the connection on the internet and social media that is awoken. And so this is a super, super powerful month. It is the end of the sovereign ruler. And it's the beginning of sovereignty for all of us, where we are self-ruling and self-aware. So I want you to think about energy, because energetic sovereignty is what we're talking about. It's being in full control of the flows and movement of your energy. It is our objective, and we're working towards that with great success, having this understanding and knowing and control about our own energy. And we don't want to be needed and controlled or manipulated anymore. That's what has been happening on Earth. So you need to watch it within your own sphere, within your own creation, your own reality, how you are allowing others to control and manipulate you, and begin to detach from that and clear that. That is going to super, super help the planet. So what else do we have going on this month? We have Mercury in retrograde all month. So this is about communication. And I've seen it in my own, computer things and what people think I said. So just be aware that that's going on, and look at what you're losing. Be aware of travel delays and so forth, because it's all part of the retrograde. Right now we have 6 planets in retrograde. One of them is Mars, so that was some of the energy of the anger coming out. But when you have 6 planets in retrograde, it's going to have like a damping effect on your energy, and it could feel a little bit like if you were driving a car that the emergency brake was on. It's kind of what it feels like. It's still moving, but not smoothly, as if the brake wasn't engaged. So just know that. So as you're feeling tired or sluggish and unable to move, know that it's the energies, and just do what you need to do. Take some time for yourself. Get yourself grounded. Deal with it. Know that it's okay, that we don't always have to be in action, that this is allowing us to go deep within ourselves. So one of the big things that we need to do is self-soothe. And this has to do with the speed out there. And then others around you are going to need to be soothed. And again, this is about us allowing them to soothe themselves. If they ask for assistance and would like ideas on how to do it, that's great. But we're not here to soothe everyone else. We're here to soothe ourselves and balance ourselves, especially when we feel like everything's going too fast. And with these intense energies that are coming in, it's super important to do this. If we don't do this, we're going to feel really overwhelmed, stressed, and your body's going to start manifesting physical stop signs to get you to be present. And when physical stop signs are things like you see something happen in your reality 2 or 3 times and you go, whoa, what is that? Or arguments keep coming up. So just be aware and know that this is for you to get yourself soothed, balanced, and connected and grounded. And again, remember that those around you, if you're healers, that you can't take on too much from too many people, that you are here to guide. But really, it is all about taking care of yourself, and they need to learn to take care of themselves. Also going on, many of you who have been awoken and have really been working with these super high energies, grounding sometimes during these energies can be a little hard, okay? It can be really hard to ground into in these high intense frequencies that have been coming in and are still coming in. And as I said, they feel wonderful, and you can have epiphanies and connections and opportunities and synchronicities. But when the signs start to stop, it's because it's in your best interest to balance and to ground and to slow down. So be aware of that. And how do we ground? We connect into nature. And I know that you have many ways of grounding. If you don't, Google it and start figuring out the ways that work for you to ground. You can go back and listen to many of these healing designs, as we have talked about grounding a lot. So right now, the August energies, and particularly right now as this healing design is coming out, we're in what's called the Lion's Gateway. It's 888, which is a powerful number. And the Lion's Gateway has magnificent energies around it, it means that the planet is in alignment with the sun and Sirius, all direct. And so that energy is pouring into you and it's affecting your DNA. And so it is a really good time, again, to get centered and to deal with these energies that were coming in. So the best way to deal with the August energies is to set daily intentions about the kind of energy you want in your life, how you want your reality to be, and how you want to put your energy out to others and also for outcomes. Try not to get distracted by what others say. Just stay in your own energy lane. We're in the number 8, and the energy symbol 8 has to be bounded by intention, otherwise it gets scattered into non-useful directions. So every morning when you wake up, set your intentions for the day. And we are in these powerful times of the ascension cycle, and we're really being supported. So really being aware of your thoughts is super important. And so setting intentions will align you. So the energies are strong right now, and we're really moving into a new chapter with August all the way to the end of this year. So it's really important for you to focus on you and take care of yourself. So whether it's self-soothing, grounding, balancing. Okay, if you don't do that, the rest of your visions will fall into place more. If you do that, the rest of your visions will fall into place more effortlessly than you might realize is possible. So that's the theme of the month. I'm super excited. And for those of you that are going to listen to the Gateway is going to go intensely into what the Lions Gateway is all about, as well as some ascension tools that are necessary for this time. We also talk about the mirrors that come up right now. And also we will go into the meditation. And the meditation is super powerful this month, as it always is. And I'm excited about sharing that with you. If you don't come onto the Gateway, you can do it yourself just by centering yourself to the Lions Gateway, but the tools are there and it's just a lot easier because I already have done the work for you. So if you're interested in the Gateway, go on CarolieSchloth.com and just set yourself up and you will get the monthly Gateway, which is a meditation. It's another talk about more intense, deeply about the energies and the mirrors surrounding them. Also, we have a retreat coming up in October. It's around the 21st of October. It's for 6 days in Adesto Island. It's called a Goddess Galactic Intensive. It's a small group. It's only 6 people so that you will get one-on-one intensive training as well as intimate group training. And those of you that have come on my retreats know that they significantly change you, that the energies are super powerful and you leave there a lot different than when you started. So if you're looking for a big jump start with all these energies to really lead you and what your soul plan is, check out that wonderful retreat. And again, you can see that on CarolieSchloth.com under retreats. So have a wonderful August and we shall talk in September. Love you all. Bye.